Hey,
Hey,
what's up, Auntie? How you
I'm
doing?
good, Auntie. How you doing?
I'm good, Auntie.
Oh
Well,
man,
sorry for the brief delay, y'all, but you know when your agent calls, hey, that's money.
oh,
Had
agent
to
or
take them out when you make
manager,
that money. Understand what I'm saying? Okay.
girl, gotta take those
Yeah.
calls.
Yes, yes.
Girl,
Well, what's going on?
you know what? I
What?
have been over here today. It's been busy, but you know what I found myself doing today? I
Hmm.
found myself watching YouTube.
Okay, why?
I don't know. It's like I've gotten stuck watching YouTube. That's just so much content out on YouTube. I
Girl, you ain't
mean,
never get no work
all these things
done.
that
I,
I
I
like.
put I put myself on a YouTube diet. I can only go on YouTube twice a week.
Oh, really?
Because if I go on YouTube, I'm gonna be on there because I'm gonna start researching stupid stuff like, so
Yeah.
if a mole moves from your left knee to your right knee,
Not the mole.
is there a
Girl.
mole? Like, is there a mole organization? Like,
Yeah,
then
but
YouTube
see,
will have you hooked.
I'm
That's what
I'm
my son says on.
I'm Auntie Zen, and I look at all these people, and the health and all
Right,
this,
right,
all these new
right,
things coming out and all these people, and I'm just like, oh, really? And then I just
right.
found myself going down a rabbit hole.
Oh
I love it.
my God, what is this?
Yeah. So what were you doing today,
Oh
girl?
no. Girl, you know what? It's been crazy. So yesterday we finally started HGTV finally started the demo of the new house because they're going to completely
Yay.
renovate it. When I tell you them contractors, shout out Homestar Group. Yes, I'm giving them a plug. When I tell you, I went in there at 8:30 a.m. to let them in.
Uh-huh.
We shot a couple of scenes and then I left for a few hours. When I came back like 3 hours later, girl, they had done so much. And then they
Really?
were like, and they handed me a sledgehammer and pointed to a wall and said, let it out, Coke. When I tell you, I am seriously thinking about opening a rage room
Yeah. Yeah,
because
it
when I
works.
tell you that sledgehammer and that drywall and me had a moment in time,
Yeah.
it is so releasing. I literally felt like I was purging and I was screaming at it. Like I snapped so bad that Mike, his husband, was like, "Oh my God, somebody get her!" Like, she, like,
Oh, did you
but
put
when
a
it was
did you put a
done,
face on the wall? Did you put a face on that wall
girl,
and
when
did
I made it 6'3".
it?
195 pounds. You understand me? It looked like his silhouette,
Wow.
Latanya, and it was so woo. When I tell you, when I was done, like I was breathing hard. It was like I was like, and I know I was breathing hard because sledgehammer, that thing is heavy. Like my arm still hurt, but ooh, that's a
Yeah.
workout. But I had to go to the car for a minute because tears were in my eyes. It's like
Wow.
I was purging. I was purging, and I can't lie. I slept so good last night.
Okay.
I went to my therapist this morning. I walked in. She said, "Oh, girl, you glowing." I said, "I released. I
Yeah,
released."
you did. You did.
So I went over there today, girl, and hit a couple of more walls. So I'm saying,
Just
I truly might. I truly might like truly
open the
might
rage room. Yeah.
open a rage room because it was everything I needed. And it's like people don't know that when you have all that pent up frustration, you have all of that just craziness going
Yeah.
on in your
Yeah.
life, and the craziness I've had just in the last month alone.
Yes.
It has been like, well, I realized that's what I need, and I'm like, I may truly open a rage room
Hey, it's everything that
because
you
I
want
mean,
to say.
it's
You just yeah.
all I need is hammers and chainsaws and nail guns and
Yep.
sledgehammers and
Let
go
it
to
out.
any junkyard and get a bunch of stuff and have different rooms for different things. I'm even going to have a room that you can put pictures of whoever you'd like to hit. Like we'll print them out for you and we'll have them all over the room so you could just knock it out. Like I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you, if you can get the opportunity to, if you know a contractor and they demoing something, ask can you just take a sledgehammer to something right quick. It is
Hey.
woosah.
No, it works. It works. It works. I know.
Yeah,
Trust me. When you
yeah,
can take your frustrations out on
yeah,
something instead of
baby.
somebody
Woo.
physically, that's what they're
Especially somebody
for.
who won't even have the common decency or maturity to have a conversation. And you got to get it all out because that was my closure.
Yeah.
if I had to keep it 100, Latonya, that was my closure because I know I'm never going to get it from him.
Good
so
for you.
bashing that one, child, I'm having chills now. Yo, speaking of, okay, let's get into it. We got a bunch of that joined in, man. We love it to see y'all came here. We got Aliciana, we got Bunny Scoggins, Dr. Tashi, what's up, girl? Taj Mahoney's in the house. What's up, 757? Thank y'all for joining us. This is our test run, our preview episode. We launch officially next Tuesday, and then it's going to be every Tuesday after that. But tonight, we just wanted to have some fun. We wanted to hear from you guys on what you would like the aunties to talk about. Yeah, please feel free to throw some questions in the chat. Don't ask us nothing too personal or crazy because we ain't going to answer it. But
girl, we ain't scared. We ain't scared.
Well, I ain't going to tell you my bra size.
Now, if somebody want to know that now, it ain't that kind of show.
It's I know.
That kind of show.
Can we just quickly shout out your husband, Carl Gilliard?
Yes.
Business.
My man. Yeah,
yes, my man, honey.
My husband is brother minister on the family.
Y'all see his picture in the back. Look, that's when you love somebody. I got baskets on the wall. She got pictures of her man.
Yeah, you see his picture right here? That's when I was on the show. See, I'm right there.
Did you play his wife?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
I did. And I probably would have been in more episodes, but as soon as I did that, COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
COVID hit and everything shut down. So when
everything shut down.
Yep.
Yes, honey.
They had totally changed all that stuff. So,
we're still kind of like, we're back on sets without masks and all that, but it's still weird. Like we still haven't gotten back to that.
Yeah. It's a new normal.
And then right after COVID got settled, we settled with COVID, here comes the strike. And everybody's still recuperating from the strike.
Woo, child. Let me tell you something. I hope we don't go down that road again. That strike was hard on everybody if you ran for food, costume, set design, everything.
I felt so bad for the people that are doing everything in the background.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, and my actor friends where this is their only bread and butter. For me, I just put more dates for, comedy gigs on the books.
Yeah.
To suffice.
Yeah, because those things opened up. Those things opened up. And
man, we was fighting, and we was fighting over gigs, but a lot of the big name comics that were doing big movies like that were coming back into the comedy club. So we were having to like compete with them because they're usually never there. They're doing arenas and they were coming into the comedy clubs getting those. You know what I'm saying? So it's been crazy.
The theater, more people started doing plays and musicals. So there's always a silver lining to stuff, but for some of us who if that's your bread and butter, that's all you do, it made you be creative and it made you do more things, I'm glad we have an acting class here.
Right.
I'm glad we had that, because we were able to, more than just a source of income, which is, not huge because everybody is struggling to work, but it helped keep the actors on their toes. You got to stay sharp.
Oh yeah.
Strike was gonna end.
We first of all, every Black woman I know in this business, we was all right because there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
We don't stay down long. I know we got a question. Oh, Bunny Scoggins asked when the HGTV special's coming on. Honestly, honey, I would have to say maybe next year. And the only reason I say that because I'm the last project of the season and they just started mine and they're talking about anywhere from 30 to 90 days to finish my home. Because when I say they gutted my crib, I went in, there ain't no kitchen, ain't no windows, no floors. I'm like, but I know this showing the prints, I'm excited. People, I was talking about earlier, I was on Instagram earlier, I made a post and I was talking about if you can talk about a traumatic experience and not have any more pain, that means you overcome it. Because if you could talk about it and it doesn't, because people like, how can you talk about the fire and what you've been through and the depths of your parents and everything you've been through, and you could take it on stage, make people laugh, and you can laugh about it. And I said, honestly, it's because when you realize that you have to go through the process of the loss and understand what the purpose of that loss or what the message was behind that loss. For me, it's making the winning so much sweeter.
Yeah.
So I can talk about it because I get why it had to happen. Now, mind you, you got to really surrender and really listen to the spirit and the universe. So you can't sit there trying to figure it out yourself. You got to get out of your own way.
Right.
When tragedy strikes your life in any capacity, that's when you got to surrender and let the universe speak to you.
And there's no time limit. There's
no,
time
absolutely not. I'm still healing every day. I realize something that's gone forever that I'll never get back.
Yeah, there's no time to it. I mean, losing things is different than losing someone, but there's still, either way, you have to be gentle on yourself. There's no time limit. There's no specific way. Everybody moves in different ways.
Yeah.
So you can't. The thing that we've become such a judgmental society.
Oh God, honey, please. Everybody got an opinion, and because of social media, they can put it out there.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't give a daggone. I'm just, with the way you think I'm supposed to think, that's your problem.
No, you got to get silent and you got to be still. That's the one thing I've realized. I see we have a question here from Taj Mahoney, and she says she'd like to know, has your faith been tested being in the industry? Baby.
Well,
I tell anybody when they ask me about getting in this business, I tell them, you better take God with you because he ain't there. You better take God with you because he ain't there.
Yeah, hopefully God shows up when you show up.
Obviously, but you better take him with you.
When you walk on set, God should walk on set.
Take him with you. Because trust and believe, you think people are PC and politically correct, period. In the industry, it's a very fine line to get on a set or somewhere and start praising Jesus, because then you have the possibility of offending the Jews or offending this person who's an atheist or offending this person, and it's like it almost like you have to take God with you. He has to be in you. My faith has been tested a lot because trust me, it's 1,000 no's before you get a yes.
Yes,
and then what's crazy, that yes may not even be equivalent to all the no's, but it's a yes.
Yes, that's it. That's what we teach in our class.
Faith is tested. You gotta really want it, but you also gotta know where that line in the sand is, because they want your soul, honey. You go out there desperate and press for this, oh honey, they'll eat you alive.
Yeah, but you gotta know
wake up 5 years from now.
You gotta know within yourself that your soul is not for sale, because
what you won't do. You better know what you won't do.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. We got a whole movement because people have made themselves victims. You know what I'm saying? So I'm serious. Like, people I might get some pushback from this, but the whole Me Too movement, let me tell you something. I've been on that casting couch, tried to be put on that casting couch. But I'm gonna tell you something. Unless there was a knife to my throat or a gun to my head, oh no, I'm gone. You have, but you gotta understand, control over this. You don't control what my career does. God controls my career. So,
Taj, I'm sorry. Taj is a dude. My bad, Taj. Go ahead.
No, so that's what we have to do. We blamed it too much. We blame other people too much. We got to be accountable. So, like you and I, we are accountable to each other. I think everybody needs an accountability partner, because somebody.
No, seriously, you really have to know. You understand? Okay, and I may get some pushback from this, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Yep.
Many of our female counterparts go to Hollywood, and all they have to offer is this.
Yep.
And that.
That's it.
They know their talent is subpar. They know they may not have no talent.
Yes.
But they have spent the money to put enough fillers in their face and fix the flat in their tails.
Yeah.
But what they fail to realize, if you get out there and that's all you have to offer, and that's your only bargaining chip when you're in those rooms, they can smell that on you.
They smell it. They become predators.
I
have fall for it. And then you blame somebody else.
Girl, I have sat in rooms with very big name male stars.
Yes.
Celebrities, okay? And because I'm auntie, I'm big sis, I'm safe. That's why I'll never say no names.
Right.
But they have spoken very freely about the chicks that they know that they can get to do anything.
Exactly.
Promising her a movie role or a record deal or a modeling contract, and then they'll use her up. She never gets nothing out of it because she only came to the table with this.
Yes,
and they could smell it on her. She hadn't done no training. She didn't know that. She thought their beauty and their booty was going to be enough. And they run through them chicks. They run through them chicks like shit through a goose. Yes,
Let me tell you something. The segue from that to speaking of booties. So here in Atlanta, this is the capital of the BBL.
Baby.
You know? And so I've seen people getting upset because a lot of women are getting rid of their BBLs.
Just a lie. Well, then you shouldn't have made it that everybody had to have a donkey ant booty.
No. It's not the men. It's the people who are doing it, the doctors who are putting them in, and the nurses who are making money from being like caregivers.
They're getting them out.
Yeah. They're like, so now y'all getting rid of the BBLs. You know, like Black China. Black China took all that stuff out. She took it out of her face and stuff, and she looks so much better. She looks so much better. She does. Good. And it's like, we as women, and this is not just Black women, it's all women.
Yeah.
We gotta get comfortable with what we see in the mirror. And that is hard for women who have been down on themselves for so long.
Well, I mean, even it's just when you look at the chicks getting flued out, when you look at the chicks getting spoiled and treated like royalty.
Yeah.
When you look at the chicks getting the dudes with the paper, with the coin, with the status, with the clout, when you see what's on their arms, and you want to be part of that circle, you're going to go and do whatever they're doing to be part of that circle.
Right.
I don't know about you, honey, but I've been at All-Star Weekend. I've been at events in the BET Awards and see them chicks coming in there, and the only thing they're trying to do is come up on a rapper, a producer, an athlete, whatever, and they have the look and the aesthetic. And because a lot of men just choose that and then want to scream foul, talking about dang crap, she ain't got to be nothing. When you lower the standard of women and all she had to have was a big ass, that's why you got what you got now. She ain't got to be nothing else, boo-boo.
That's it.
We got a question in here from Aisha Thompson. It's kind of a long question. I hope I can read it all. Let me see here. Here it goes. Here it is. She goes, I have a question. My management called me today when I was working from home and said they need to have a meeting with me on Tuesday morning, that I'm not doing my work, and I've been working there since 2006 for 18 years and just don't know what to do because management don't even talk to me unless things get bad. Does anybody have any advice? My fiance and I are in a hotel waiting for our new apartment, and it's been hard trying to pay for the room and eat. Oh, wow.
My management.
What was their grievance? What was their grievance?
See, that's not too clear. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to know if they want to talk to you. There's been some conversation prior to that. So you're not doing the work. What are they saying you're not doing? Circle back and let us know that.
We want to help you. We're aunties.
We want to give you some auntie advice, but you just need to know the whole shebang.
You know the whole story,
Yeah. Oh, we got Jamaica in the house. All right, Latoya Latour. All right, thank you so much.
Somebody's close to my name.
Oh, great. Congratulations. She said her and her fiance are getting married on June 7th, 2025. I know exactly what it is. They always come to my shows. They are super, super supportive, Aisha Thompson and her husband. So give us a little bit more detail, girl, and we're going to do our best to give you the auntie answer. We promise. Yes. Okay.
We're here for you.
We're gonna get. Oh, please make sure you guys follow us on all social media platforms at Hey Auntie PC. That's Hey Auntie PC. So let me get in here right here so you guys can go and find it. I want to make sure you guys follow. We're on Instagram. I need you guys in here. Hey, my wonderful, wonderful person, Jen. Hi, baby. Y'all say hello to my nephew. I need to make sure they have it on here that they can see our website, that they can go and follow Hey Auntie. Okay, so make sure y'all follow Hey Auntie. Like I said, this is the get it together. Because we aunties, honey. We know we can do our thing, but
yeah. So we had a live podcast.
Yeah, so make sure y'all follow us, honey. Okay.
Yeah, we had a live podcast where we were sitting in front of a live studio audience last week. but this is our first virtual live, and we appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys so much for coming in. I mean, seriously, I see many familiar names in here. Everybody said, "Hey, Miss Renee." Y'all give it for my nephew. So Dawn said it's about self-care and how you want to be treated and loved. Absolutely. You got to have boundaries. You know, you got to definitely have boundaries out here. And feel free to put y'all questions in there, okay?
Yes.
Covered by Karina. Oh, thank you so much, Covered by Karina. They are a life insurance agency named Covered by Karina, LLC. Okay, give it up for Black female-owned businesses.
Entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Say hello. My name is Poppy, and I need a bath. Hello, everybody. Okay.
That's my buddy.
But you know I've been seeing. I don't know about you, but I feel like social media reads our thoughts, or if we speak of something, it's all of a sudden all these posts show up that are related to that. And you know, I just finished talking to a friend of mine who's going through a divorce, and she unfortunately encountered a narcissist.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but I know they've always existed. But now
they have.
There's a
platform, the beginning of time
to call them out and put them out there. But I'm telling you, it's like, what? It's a lie.
Well, you know what it is, because it's like more and more terms have been brought to light, like gaslighting. Okay,
right, gaslighting.
That's the main thing a narcissist will do to you, is gaslight you.
Now break down gaslighting, because some people may not know what that term truly means. Do you know what that term means?
It pretty much means when someone has done something wrong to you, but they make you feel like you're the one who's at fault. That's pretty much the whole term.
Yeah, no matter what you say they did to you, it's like, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah, and it's like, it's
mentality.
trying to make you feel ashamed, you know, and guilt because you need to own up to and you did this. I wouldn't have been.
Accountability is very hard for a lot of
this way. Yeah,
it's a shame to say, but accountability is not common.
No,
if you meet somebody that can hold themselves accountable, apologize, because I know your husband posted today a thing about women are not going to hold themselves accountable, and I'm like,
well, a lot of women don't.
A lot of women don't.
There's a lot of men too, though. I mean, it's becoming an equal opportunity thing right now.
That'll never happen that women hold themselves accountable. I hold the hell out of myself accountable.
But you know what? We are unicorns. Now, my husband, talks to a lot of women who seek him out for advice because of Twice Married Brother. You remember Twice Married?
You see me over here. I don't call your husband. Girl, can I talk to call?
I know, but you remember Twice Married Brother, right?
Right.
His moniker, Twice Married Brother. So he was always talking to mainly men about their relationships, but then the women started just chiming in and speaking out. And then I started to even notice myself that the women that were chiming up and speaking up on this, even if he said men only, please, women still found a way to just jump in there. Like, I don't care.
Well, I'm shocked. I posed a question on Facebook the other day, and I said to my brothers only. And I have to admit, I'll give it up for my Facebook followers. Y'all follow the instructions. It was a gang of comments, not a woman in there.
Probably.
But most times when I see those questions that's posed, it'd be mad women. And I'm like, did dude not say for my brothers only?
Exactly.
Let me see right here. But yeah, I just feel like women do hold themselves accountable, but we're not going to be stupid. I think the biggest thing for me is that we're not going to be in a relationship where you walk on water. you're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things intentionally and unintentionally. And sometimes not even a matter of you having to acknowledge that, you did something wrong. Sometimes it's just as simple as listening to the other person and saying, you know what, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That was not my intentions. But to completely slam someone and tell them that they're crazy and out of their mind for feeling what they're feeling, that is narcissism. That is gaslighting. Exactly. We have a bunch of questions here. God, I love you guys. You guys are just chiming in with the questions. I'm loving it.
Did we get our sister circle back to explain a little bit
I
more?
haven't seen it yet, Aisha. She said, yeah, I haven't seen her kind of give us any more reiteration on that, but we'll get to it if we can, sweetie, if you give us a little bit more detail. We have a question here. Okay, Taj Mahoney, Mr. Taj Mahoney. Says he has a relationship question. Okay. And he says, I have a crush on someone, but we're both at a certain age where crushes aren't cute anymore. Crushes are cute. I don't care what age you is. Crushes is cute. But anyway, should I tell this person how I feel? Or should I just like, oh, tell them. We grown.
Always tell them.
We grown, Josh.
Always tell. Let me tell you something. You've reached an age where you can't use the games. This is playing a
Ooh, we closer to the grave than the birth canal. You better speak up.
Don't play those games. If you feel like you can't be vulnerable with somebody, that's different. Now that's a whole different story.
Hey.
But you still need to let somebody know how you feel so they'll know what to expect and what to do. Talk.
Happy Chulo.
Communicate.
Yes.
Communicate. That's it. Let people
know
how you feel.
And I mean, if you're a certain age, honey, you grown, then that person should be grown too.
Exactly.
And if you can express to them that, hey, I kind of dig you, I kind of like you, maybe we could go out and have a drink or, some coffee and talk about, no, if you, a certain age, I mean, I've seen people in nursing homes have crushes and it's so cute.
It is.
They can have full-blown dementia.
Come on.
It's so cute.
Let yourself be free. If you can't do that, then that's an early sign that you don't need to be fooling with this person if you can't be free around them.
They're grown.
Yes.
Let me see. Dawn Washington says, she has a question for me. How do I maintain my career, being a mom, and time for me on a budget? I live beneath my means, for one.
Mm-hmm.
While I have many of my celebrity counterparts out here driving $100,000 cars, living in $4 million homes, wearing every kind of ice there is, carrying $6,000 bags. I tried that, did that, realized after I lost it all in a fire, that was stupid. So now I live beneath my means and I put my money where I want my money to go. I don't need another $6,000 bag, because that's just stupid. But I will spend $6,000 to take my child on a Disney cruise and give him the experience of a lifetime, to give him that memory. If I can say anything balancing, I will tell you this, and Latonya has fussed at me, and a lot of my friends have fussed at me. I am learning now to rest. Because I was that person that felt that I had to keep going, keep pushing, keep doing something. If I sat down too long, I was being lazy. I was being complacent. And I would go and go and go and go. Honest to God, y'all, people have been asking me, girl, how you lose all the weight? Because I wouldn't sit still. I wasn't on no diet.
Wouldn't even take the time to feed yourself.
Seriously, I would go all day, not eat. I would just have, I have something to drink. And, that's it. And I realized, like I said, one of the things I learned after the fire, that God was trying to tell me to sit still. He took everything from me, that there was nothing to do but to sit still and let life in the sense of me having to rebuild. And I'm taking on that it's okay for me to sit still. It's okay for me to take a lazy day. It's okay for me to say, I don't want to talk to anybody and cut my phone on silent and binge watch, House of Dragon. And I really want a dragon. But anyway, I really
you know what? That's a good name for your book. My Life After the Fire.
That's true. That's true. My tour is called Through the Fire.
Through it.
Yep. Through the fire.
Now your life after.
Honestly, when it comes to balancing everything, I'm learning it's okay to say no, and it's okay to sit still for a minute. It's okay to rest and live beneath your means. You ain't got nobody to depress, honey, because you can't take it with you.
No.
I went through that phase where I wanted to be like all my counterparts and spend all this money. And I learned a very valuable lesson, because when that fire happened, and I know the amount of purses and red bottoms and stuff that burnt up. And I said, I was doing my contents list and I was like, my God, I had that too. I spent that on that. Oh my God. And I realized I would never spend that kind of money again. Hold
No,
on one second. Poppy, come here.
but
No, come here.
it's just like when you move, you don't know you have so much junk until you move somewhere. When you lose it all, or when you see that there's just simple things that you have to replace, like you said, I didn't have cotton balls. I didn't have Q-tips.
Q-tip. I realized I went to get my baby some dental floss. I didn't have dental floss.
Yeah.
Like it was like realizing what's important. And I know that from this day forward, I don't have to impress anybody. Yeah, can I go out and buy $100,000 car right now? Sure can. Can I go out and go buy me a $10,000 Birkin bag right now? Sure can. But why? Why? I went through that phase because I had never made that. And it's okay. I went through that phase, and many people have, where you've never seen that kind of money in your bank account before.
Yeah.
And I went, hey, I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. And in the end, I had a bunch of crap that I couldn't do nothing with.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could have resold some of the bags if they didn't burn up, but it just really put things in perspective for me that, I was trying so hard to keep up with the Joneses, and for what?
Well, you know what though?
They didn't care.
The best thing that we could do is learn our lessons well. That's it. You learned a great lesson when you had all that stuff and you were trying to keep up and impress that. And you know what? This is what I taught my kids. Care less about what people think about you.
Yeah. See, Taj was saying that. He said, thank you, aunties. You're welcome, baby. He said, and everyone for the advice. He said, I will try to be vulnerable. I just think at my age, he said, I think at my age, I'm kind of over rejection. Baby, I feel you. Baby, when I tell you, and it's crazy. You know what's crazy, Latonya? Let's keep it 100 for a second.
Okay.
I can go to audition after audition after audition, right? Get nothing.
Yep.
And I leave everything in that room on that self-tape.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't think about it no more. Let's get the call that I got it. But when I'm rejected in relationships, sis, I'm in here with the Sade and hiding sharp opera.
You know why?
What is that?
You know why? It's like being on the monkey bars and you develop those calluses.
Yeah.
You have a callus now for acting. You don't take it personal.
Right.
You don't book apart. But when it comes to a relationship,
baby, rejection hits me hard.
Because
I know that I try to bring the best me to that relationship. I don't come in with a rep. You get me who I am 100% out the gate. You can't, nobody can ever say I changed. Nobody. Because I'm giving you, me, and all of this authenticity, whatever, and I'm giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm letting you decide. Now, you want to reject me out the gate, fine. Yeah. Okay, that you don't like the ugly or the bad. Okay, fine. But don't string me along.
Yeah.
And then just reject me and then not even have the decency to tell me why.
Yeah.
I think that's what ticks me off as adults. That, I'm always going to try to give somebody closure. When I severed a friendship last year, I was kind enough to sit this brother down and say, bro, I love you. I said, but I can't be friends with you no more because you won't let me grow. Yeah. Every time I'm trying to evolve and heal and grow, you want to remind me of how I used to be. I don't need to be reminded, dude. I'm trying to get away from that. Now, let's just see that person creep out again and you checking me, but you don't want me to evolve. And I can't be with somebody that wants to keep me where I was when I'm trying to be where I'm at.
But you know what? You give yourself credit for even recognizing that because that's maturity. And you can only go in as far in your life as your maturity will take you.
That's real talk.
There's a lot of women that don't recognize that. And then there's a lot of men that don't recognize that either. So, and that's how people are able to gaslight you because you don't know your worth. Not your value, your worth, because you are worth everything. You deserve the best life possible. And you can't take crap and mediocrity from people. And you recognize that. And you told him, so you decent, honest person.
No, and see, that's me. I care about how
exactly.
If you would come to me, Latonya, and say, girl, you did such and such and such at the live podcast, and it made me feel, I wouldn't be like, girl, I ain't do nothing. I'd be like, for real? what I do? Like I would have tried to.
Me too.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
like I would have felt some type of way because I know that there's not any ill intent or malicious intent in me. Like I care about how I make people feel.
That part right there.
I care. If you come to me and said I've done something to offend you, then dang it, I'm going to acknowledge it. I mean, I felt I did it, but if you feel that was the receiving end of something I gave, then I'm going to. Okay, I'm sorry. Like,
I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean.
That's why I don't like people who ghost people. Especially now, if you ghost me and we only been kicking it for a couple of weeks, okay, bye. But if we've been together for a significant amount of time, and we've made plans for the future, and you ghost somebody, that's some immature bullshit. Yes, I said it. Because you could have said to somebody, I ain't feeling this no more. I don't love you no more. I don't want you no more. We grown.
Yeah.
It may sting, but at least you giving me the closure to walk away. And now I'm not walking around for 3 months talking about what happened. What happened? Yeah. I know what happened. You ain't want me no more.
Yeah, and it's not good enough to not want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right, exactly.
Because I was in a situation like that. I was seeing a very nice person. He was wonderful. He checked off a lot of boxes. But when I met and started dating Carl, and I told him, I said, because we weren't, me and this guy, we weren't exclusive, just really still getting to know each other. But when I started seeing, okay, this is going to go a lot further than this one will, because this is what I desire this one more than this one, I told him.
And that's the thing. Let's be real. Let's keep it one. Thank you, Don Washington. We grown.
Yeah. I know it hurt his feelings. I know it broke his heart, but I had to tell him. I don't like leading people on because I don't want nobody to do that to me.
Look, it took when I told my homeboy, like you said, when I told my homeboy that, and we had been friends for a minute, ride or die, but he just would not let me evolve. I told you, I have acknowledged my shortcomings. I've acknowledged the things that I want to change in myself. I am actively in this healing process. Stop bringing up stuff I did before. Stop talking about who I was before. You have to let me heal and grow. Stop trying to drag me back. And he's like, well, I'm just saying, I be bringing it up because I want you to remember. I don't want to remember. I already know.
Who wants to live in the rearview mirror? Nobody wants to live looking at the rearview mirror.
I cut it. But it's funny how it took a year of us not speaking for him to reach out to me recently and say, sis, I see what you meant and I'm sorry.
Wow.
Because he was trying to change something about himself and the people around him wasn't trying to let him change. And sometimes you got to let that happen to them. We've got so many questions here. I'm loving you guys right now.
I see it. I'm like, wow.
Now, Aisha came back, but she's got a lot of deep questions here. But we're going to try to work on this one here, sweetie, about your job. Now, let's see. They said that with your job, let's see. Let's get back to that. Lordy, I think I lost it. 1 second. It was something about they're saying that you're not doing. Oh, they're saying that I'm not. Okay, it's a lot going on here. We're going to try to make this quick, honey. It's a lot. It says they're saying that I'm doing part A of my job and not part B because I don't have correct training to do part B of my job because I'm government service. Okay. GS12, girl. Okay, I see why you don't want to lose that job. And I'm trying to go off. Don't go off. Okay, that's my first advice to you. Listen to comprehend first. Don't listen to react. Because in all actuality, they may want you to react so they can fire you. Don't give them what they want.
Right, and it's training. I have a girlfriend who's going through this. If they have not properly trained you, you need to tell them that, because therefore you cannot do your job properly if they haven't trained you.
Real talk.
Line. So how do you expect me to be successful if you haven't given me the tools I need to do this job?
But wait till they tell you what temperature they're on.
Yeah.
Don't come in with all that energy. You come in and just be like, okay, so what would you like to say to me?
Yeah.
Like, and listen to comprehend. But know in your back pocket, if they come at you about you not doing a job that you were never trained for and you're over here winging it and trying to learn as you go, then that's when you come with the receipts.
Right.
But let them get everything out first before you come with your ammo.
Yep.
And keep it calm, keep it professional. Don't cuss them out, because I think that's what they want. They want you to come in there and get out of pocket so they can fire you.
And prepare yourself before you go in.
Yep.
Prepare yourself before you go in.
Yep.
That morning, start when you get out of bed. Calm yourself down, get quiet, breathe deeply, and see that meeting going in your favor. See it going in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the best thing to do. I remember I met Muhammad Ali's daughter, May, and she told me that her dad used to sit in a chair and close his eyes and visualize the fight. And if he saw it ended in one round, that's exactly what happened when he got into the ring. He would win that fight sitting in a chair. So you sit down and you see that meeting going exactly in your favor. So you walk in there already knowing that, and you're at peace.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Don't go in there on no type of energy, but others to listen, to comprehend, not to respond. But know in the back of your mind, you've got your ammo.
Already done. It's already done, Alicia.
Already. Let me see. Oh, we got a wonderful question here.
Okay.
We only have 15 minutes left in this podcast. I'm loving you guys. Please come back next Tuesday and bring all these questions. And
we're here for you. We're here for you.
And please make sure y'all follow us. Hey Auntie PC on all social media platforms. Please. You guys are so awesome. Covered by Karina LLC. She asked a very interesting question. This is so funny. What do you think about the uptick in GoFundMe fundraisers we've been seeing to cover funeral expenses? Baby.
Oh, gosh.
Baby. As a former caregiver for my parents, who instilled in me and my brother to have our ish together, and to find out when they became ill and needed care from their daughter, they didn't have nothing together. Nothing. Okay. So no, I got a crash course in power of attorney. I say to everyone, if you have older parents, get power of attorney if you're maybe the eldest child, or definitely if you're an only child. That gives you the ability, if your parents become incapacitated, whether in their mind or their bodies or both, and they cannot make rational decisions, you can for them. Also get durable medical power of attorney so you can decide on healthcare options and options to keep their life either going or to make their end of the days comfortable. Okay. Then please make sure you check and see if they've got life insurance policies. I have so many friends that parents passed away and they didn't know if they had a life insurance policy or had no idea what it was. Find out. You have to have those tough conversations with your parents.
And you know what it is, Coco? I can't remember what it's called, but if your parents are sick or nearing the end stages of life, you need to make sure you get it's something that you get signed by them that you can get the money out of their bank accounts.
Conservatorship, baby.
Because you may need to get the money from their accounts to pay some expenses.
Conservatorship or guardianship, mostly conservatorship, and that is what you get to cover your butt, because once they pass, those powers of attorneys die with them.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You got to get a conservatorship, or better yet, if your parents in their right mind right now and they do not have a will, get one done.
Yes.
My dad, I thank God I had enough sense that when my dad got diagnosed with dementia, we got him a will done before it really kicked in, where he was still, pretty much in his right mind. My mom, I did hers right after my dad passed. Because I said, Mom, we got to get yours done, and right as soon as we got hers done, that's when she was given less than a year to live. And a will can cover you too. Make sure that it's very specific. And I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. Of course, you'd want to go to someone who's, an estate planner, someone that does. I'm actually getting ready to be in a meeting next Monday to get a trust done. Because
trust. That's what I was waiting for.
A trust. Yeah, I'm getting a trust. Now, conservatorship.
You need to put your house in a trust. You need to put everything.
I'm talking about your parents. I'm talking about your parents. You can get them to do a trust, but at least a will cover you. Now, as you as an individual,
for yourself too.
I tell this to my nephew. I'm like, you're not young and you're not old. You're not too young to get a trust. because you're making this money and you're doing things social media, and anything could pop at any given
Exactly.
moment over your tail. And I say that to anybody in here. Well, how I feel about this, the fish dinners and the GoFundMe's for funerals, is that we in the Black community, we do not we don't want to discuss death.
No.
We don't want to discuss the afterlife. We don't want to discuss what needs to be handled to protect our children, our assets.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, because I mean, it took me and my brother pulling teeth out of my parents to tell us where the life insurance policy at. Where,
yeah.
But they didn't want to tell us, and my will and my power and medical attorney and all that. I mailed copies to my brother.
Yeah.
My son's godparents. Can't nobody say, if God forbid he take me tomorrow, honey, can't nobody say we don't know what to do with Cocoa Brown stuff.
Right. Right.
Okay, because it's very clear.
And I have that taken care of too. You got to, y'all. You got to.
We need to do better. That we're not going to live forever. And we need to have a backup plan, protect our assets. If you're a selfish mofo and you don't want nobody getting your crap, you can put in your will, I want all my ish buried with me. Fine.
It's gonna go into probate anyway.
But so it don't end up in probate and the city get it.
Okay. Exactly. But even for people right now, that GoFundMe statement is totally relevant.
Exactly.
If you don't have insurance and you are a living person, living and breathing, listening to us right now, you need to make sure you get insurance.
Yep. She said it right there.
Take care of your family.
Put that up there so she can see that. This is from Covered by Karina. Exactly. Riders offer the option to accelerate the death benefit to pay for hospital expenses while they're alive. And I'm going to tell you also, too, and this is something I found out after the fact, Karina. Thank you so much for the information, my sister. I found out that you can get a life insurance policy that clearly just covers your medical expenses if you're still living, but you become incapacitated where you cannot walk, talk, whatever. I ended up getting one of those. Now, I paid hella money for it because I do things I shouldn't do, but look into that. If you get a life insurance policy, I mean, if you're young, and honey, get a whole life insurance. Don't get term. Get whole. My son is 12 and got a whole life insurance. We're going to bring, Karina, we would love to have you come on, sister.
Yeah. You talk about generational wealth right there with those whole policies.
My child's had a whole life insurance policy since he was born. Do you know what that does?
That's because you're a smart mama.
It appreciates, girl. Look, I ain't going to lie. See, I be hanging with white folk and they talk about trust funds. No, get you some white friends. I'm keeping it 100 with you.
No, it's a shame. We don't, black people, we don't like to talk about
it. They gave me the plug because, like, they told me about trust funds, these life insurance policies, how to set your kid up that when they graduate college, they ain't got no debt. They walking in the money.
Black people,
money to buy a home,
black people have busy,
whatever.
We've been so busy.
A whole episode on that, y'all.
We've been busy just trying to live and survive that we don't go any further with building wealth with a whole life insurance policy or just protecting our families from whatever.
If you can't afford a whole, get a term. It's something. Anybody trying to have no fish dinner fry?
Yeah.
Bury you, okay? No. Anybody trying to sell no fish dinners? Okay. No, please. So, in a GoFundMe, because I ain't gonna lie, keep it 100. I was so kind of against the whole GoFundMe thing. I didn't know that my assistant and my brother did a GoFundMe after the fire. So I found out like days later.
No, see, that's different. You already had insurance. I
didn't know. My brother and my assistant did that for me out of the kindness of their heart.
But the GoFundMe in your case was so relevant because in the cases of getting insurance after a fire,
I'm still waiting on checks.
They still take so long. Or GoFundMe, you can get the money quicker so you can get back to living and getting your things.
You get a check the next day after a catastrophe or whatever.
Exactly.
No. They're telling me this may be anywhere from 12 to 18 month process.
Yes.
For me to get everything cleared. And the GoFundMe has greatly helped me be able to move forward. Now, mind you, I had money, I'm not, like I said, I live below my means. And my daddy, I know he's up in heaven smiling right now because I finally listened to him and I put money away for a rainy day. Because he used to say, girl, money burn a hole in your hand. But I get it, but we've got to have an episode because our people need to understand
we will.
That There are so many ways you can give your children generational wealth. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be out here balling and shot calling. You can set your kids up to at least have their college paid for. And it's called a 529. Let me tell you something. We're going to get into this on one of these episodes. Karina, please follow us and send us your information, or you put it in the private comments or whatever. We would love to have you come on and talk about what you do in life insurance. Because, girl, so many of our people don't know.
We suffer from a lack of knowledge. We really do.
These trust fund babies ain't trust fund babies. They whole life insurance babies.
No, you're right.
Because they start them when they first born. By the time they're 25, they sitting on a meal.
That's it.
That they can play with, that they can go get.
Yeah, it's just too much. We don't even know anything about good debt.
Girl.
There is
when to pay off your credit cards. How to, if you pay them off, don't even pay them off. Just make sure you're under that 50% mark.
We'll get into that.
Keep a little balance on that joint. We're going to get into all this.
Aunties
going to get y'all straight. Aunties is going to get y'all
straight. Aunties going to school y'all. Y'all are going to know we got y'all. We got you. We always got you.
And of course, Tara said this. This is definitely a true statement. They weren't teaching us how to manage no money in school, and that's why a lot of our lighter skinned counterparts were far ahead of us, because their parents were teaching them.
Exactly.
Now, mind you got the trust fund spoiled ones, of course, but they also set them trust up. Them kids ain't getting all that money when they turn 21 and 18, boo-boo.
Yeah.
They get allowances, and they usually have stipulations on how much they'll get. If they'll get
they weren't teaching it to us in school, but guess what? Your mom and daddy didn't teach you because they didn't know.
They didn't know. My parents, when I say me and my brother was so shocked,
they don't know.
Found out that my parents didn't have burial plots, that my parents didn't have wills, that my dad let his life insurance policy lapse. And had to start one over at freaking 60.
Yeah,
all those health.
My mother passed away, but trust me, we saw all of that too.
So it's not too late. It's not too late. No matter, as I thought it was too late, I had a term life insurance policy, not knowing no better. And I had it all the way through my mid-30s. I finally converted it to a whole. Now, what I could have made had I done that when I was 18. Now, my son going to be straight.
Girl.
He's had one since he was 2.
Trust me, we have learned in our
I don't want my son going into life. I'm still paying college debt.
We've learned late in life what to do. It's never too late. It's never too late.
Yes.
But once you know better, you do better.
And we gonna make sure Auntie's gonna make sure, baby.
Yes.
Aunties, we're not gonna be up here now. We ain't gonna be a typical podcast, honey. Okay.
No, we're not.
We may talk a little about a trend and stuff, but we're gonna talk about what applies to us and get our
we're the aunties.
We're the aunties, honey.
Talk to your mama, wisdom. When you can't talk to your mama, when you can't talk to your daddy, who do you go to?
Your auntie.
Your auntie.
And we got you. And we're going to have great episodes, not just about we talk about relationships. We got a married one. We got a divorced one. we got the sugar and the spice, baby. And we're going to talk about getting your finances, setting your kids up a generation.
And your health. We're going to talk about getting you healthy.
Trust me. She going to have you drinking celery juice, but you're going to feel better. We're gonna talk about everything, man, and we're coming from a place. We're not just making this up. This is what we've lived, what we've walked through, what we've experienced, what we've overcome. We are coming from a place of wisdom and love, y'all. You are getting truly the aunties, okay?
Yes.
So make sure y'all tune in next week. We're getting ready to sign off, man. Thank all of you. Please follow Hey Auntie PC. That's on YouTube. That's on TikTok. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. Please make sure you follow us. Please set your clocks to come and join us every Tuesday.
Yes.
Is it
and
6
we
or
may
8?
Be at a live location.
Is it 6 or 8? What time did we say? It was at 6, right? 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Or is it 8 p.m.? I can't remember.
I think we said 8, but you know what? Maybe we need to revisit that.
Yeah, because I don't want y'all to be trying to get off work and in the car and we say something good and now you don't swear off. So, but next Tuesday, you'll know because we're going to post it like crazy. But you'll know what time we're doing it. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you follow us. Auntie Cocoa and Auntie Latonya. Got you, baby. You can ask us anything. And if we don't know the answer, honey, we ain't ashamed to go get somebody to do.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. We are here for you.
Y'all got conversations you want us to have, information you need, conversation, whatever. Put it in the DM and Hey Auntie PC. shoot us an email. We'll have that email ready. But right now, shoot us in the DMs, especially in Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We're going to look, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have clips of this up. Like I said, this was our test run. We're launching full blown next Tuesday. It's going to be 6 p.m. or 8 p.m., but we'll let you know. Hopefully it'll be later. But anything, and ask and tell us what subjects you want us to get into. Like I said, if we don't know the answer from our wisdom,
we can talk about everything. We can talk about anything and everything. We can. So we don't want to go off on a tangent.
And tell us who you would like to see on here as our special guest too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna have some
great friends. If we know, we know somebody do know them.
Yeah, we're gonna have some great friends come and visit us. Some surprises for you and everything. And go get the merch. See, I'm glad.
Hey, get your Hey Auntie merch. Go to Cocoa Brown, One Funny Mama. Let me get that up for you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where's it at? I know he had it. I don't know where to do it at. You come here, nephew. Nephew, help me.
Come on,
I put the website back up so I can get the merch. Where's it? Yes, go to Cocoa Brown, the number 4life.com. You can get your Hey Auntie merch. That's hats, that's hand towels, because I don't know, some of us going through menopause. T-shirts. We got you. We're going to have mugs and tote bags and all of that. We're going to have a whole Hey Auntie store coming soon. But right now, you can go to cocoabrownforlife.com. And the good thing is, a portion of all the sales go to the Social Butterflies Lupus Foundation to help find a cure for lupus. We're going to get into that because I have my nonprofit Wigs of Love, because lupus is a disease we don't talk about because most of us get it. So let's talk about it. Okay. We're going to have so much going on. And we're going to let you laugh.
Like, I am a certified nutritionist. I want to let you know that. So follow me, Latonya Blake Gilliard, and send me a question. If you have,
y'all say 8 p.m. Okay, put it in the chat if y'all want 8
p.m. 8 o'clock. That's good for our West Coast friends too.
Yes.
But anything about autoimmunity, thyroid, reach out to me, message me, and I will definitely respond. And we'll talk about that here too.
Yeah, give me your email right quick, girl, so they can, if they want to reach out to you. Oh, you just want to be doing a Hey Auntie PC in the DMs.
I will, but it's my name, Latonya Sings @gmail. Okay, I should have put that up there, but I'll put it up there next time.
Yeah, you got it in the chat. Put in the chat.
We'll put it in the notes.
Yeah, put in the notes. Okay. But it is 9:02. I got an early tail flight. Hey, if any of you are in the Northern California area this weekend, come check me out. I'll be at Tommy T's in Pleasanton starting tomorrow night through Sunday. I've got my boy Evan Lionel, my boy Big Vino. Come check out the Through the Fire comedy tour. It's off the chain. That's Tommy T's in Pleasanton, California. Make sure y'all get at me if you're up that way, okay? And please follow us, man. Please follow Hey Auntie PC on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We'll be back. I think 8 o'clock is going to be the number. So 8 p.m. we got you next Tuesday and every Tuesday after, man. Hey Auntie is here. Your girl Auntie Coca and your girl
Latonya.
Auntie Latonya. Get the brand right. We love y'all, man. See y'all next Tuesday.
We love you. We'll see you next time.
Thank y'all so much, man. We appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.